So friends, this is Kim Fincher from Budget Prepper Kim, and today I'm going to be sharing a wonderful resource to help you to get some ideas on meal prepping, saving money, to being able to put some towards prepping. So this is the book that we are going to be talking about today, the Healthy Meal Prep Cookbook, Toby Amador. I will share the link. So this is a lot about healthy eating, and it's just a really great resource to have on hand. I have started to buy paper books and resources, and I'm going to be printing off things, resources, so I can figure out how to get my printer to work. If you guys recommend a cheap printer that you can use to print from your phone, I would appreciate that, because the one I have, it is not cooperating. So in the contents we have meal prepping, meal plans. So meal prepping and meal planning, these two guys are going to help you have some organization, some efficiency, some savings. So if we can do these two things right here, then you're going to be able to cut the cost on your already budget, whatever it is. I guarantee if you will follow these steps right here, you can save some money. One thing that I enjoy doing is every few months just have a no spend week or even month and just use up what I have. It's a wonderful challenge to use what you already have in your home. I go on a group where they actually say things, and 2 times I've been able to get food that people were giving away, either because they were expired or they were just cleaning out their pantry. I no longer wanted. I scored soups, peanut butter, trail mixes, things that were almost expired. So what I did, I just used up those things, and the other things I just put in my long-term pantry, and it was just free food that people were getting rid of. Of course, I didn't need it, so I gave it a few days on the board, and then I messaged them to see if they still had it. And there was another time where she was getting rid of some stuff, but it wasn't things that I would need or use, like baby formula and stuff. So go on your local for free or trade groups, and I've been finding a lot of free furniture and appliances when people are moving and they weren't able to sell them and they don't want to take them with them, and they are giving them away. One thing that I really wanted was a portable or a stand for your water, like your 3 5-gallon jugs. It's like a stand, and it will make the water cold or hot. She was selling it for $10, but she lived an hour away from me. I didn't want to make the drive because mentally it wouldn't have been worth it for me to drive to and from with my 4-year-old and my boys in the back of my Toyota Avalon. So we plan on buying a truck, and then later on I would like to upgrade from the Toyota Avalon to like a minivan, just because when we talk about saving and budgeting and prepping, a big part of that is mental health. For me, a big part of what I do and why I do it is for me to have a healthy and balanced mind, body, and spirit. All of those are what makes us, is what God created us to be. He didn't just create us to be a body or a mind, but He gave us a soul and an emotion and a spirit. And so we need to take all those in account and to live holy, HOLY and WHOLE, I think Y. It might be 2 L's. Correct me in the comments. How do you spell holy? So, this is a really good resource. I definitely encourage you to look into getting you some books for any kind of possibility of no Wi-Fi, no electricity. When we have storms, electricity and our Wi-Fi tends to go out when we have storms. We live in the country and we have broadband. And for that we had satellite and it was really bad. The broadband is not as bad. But having used some non-electronic resources is very important in this electronic age. I know I depend way too much on my YouTube, on my Facebook, Instagram, and I'm even getting into like TikTok and all those. I haven't started using TikTok yet, but there are plans for me to get on TikTok. My husband has been encouraging me to do little TikTok prepping videos. So this video that that you're watching, there was probably 20 other videos that I recorded before that, but it becomes overwhelming to balance out your schedule, and there's so much content that I could be sharing with you guys. It's just about going for it and doing it and making something happen. So this is the one that I'm doing because I don't like spending a lot of time in editing. That is the main thing right there. So to have a some ready-made content is definitely a goal. So it's still pretty warm here in East Texas, although I've been really thinking about cold weather and how to prep for that. I did want to show you guys my garden that I started with what I have right where I'm at. And these buckets, these broken down buckets, and didn't have to spend any money. I had some dollar soil that we had gotten on clearance, and look at that. You have a grasshopper that wants to get in here, and so that's not good. But we have some, I've already pruned them. This is lettuce, and this is beets. I've never grown beets, but it looks like he's already starting to eat it. So I don't know how it's gonna do. And there was some other bugs on it, and I've been putting diatomaceous earth on it. You can see the diatomaceous earth on this. We did get a little rain today. So this is carrots, and they are going really, really slow. So I haven't pruned them yet, but I'm gonna prune them soon, maybe tomorrow. And this is gonna be another raised bed that I'm working on. I just threw a bunch of stuff on top of it, and I have some hummus manure that I found for like $1.29 a bag at Home Depot. I'm gonna put that on there, and then I'm gonna put some mulch before it freezes and just let that decompose, and hopefully that'll help, because I'm gonna show y'all our soil. It is very dry and cracked. Look at that. And so working on this is definitely a lot of labor, and we do have a tiller that I'm gonna have my husband work in the cooler when it becomes spring again after the cold and all. So we're still at 85 degrees here in East Texas, and so I did get some little solar lanterns, and unfortunately one of them, they didn't package them correctly, and one of them, it came broke. The little piece on top is broke. So I'm gonna get some more, and hopefully these will work. It is solar, and it's also battery. There's a thing on the inside that has a battery and an on-off switch. So it's solar and it's battery, which is really good. But I want to have more solar. I'm trying to work towards more solar. So these were like $25 for the used set. They had it brand new for like $28, which I'm probably going to get that set next. I am going to be leaving a review that says how these work or not work and how they were poorly packaged, because yeah. And then here is my Jackery solar Sega. It's a 60 output of 68 watts, 22 volts, and this is $200, and I've been using this. You see back here it has a little plug, and my boys are calling me right now. has a USB-A, and a C. And so you can charge your phone or your tablet on it. And I have the charger, the generator, I think is what it's called, or the backup charger. I'm not sure what it's called, but I have that, and it was also $200. This was like the cheapest set that I could find. And it's fully charged, and we've been using this at night for free electricity. It has 110 volt, 200 watt AC pure sine wave here. I used it to use a fan and a light in the bathroom all night long, and it only used like 30% up. And this is for the input on the solar panel, and then this one is for the USB. And then this I think is for like it's a 12 volt for like your car charger, so you can charge it that way too. So this was like one of the cheapest ones. I would like to get a bigger one to be able to use for other things, but I think the cheaper option is going to be the gas and propane generators, which we do have one of those. So that is it. I'm going to get this video loaded up and tend to my children who have been calling me the whole time. I hope you have a blessed day and do what you can where you are. The most important thing, guys, is that you get started now. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe if you feel inspired to do so. Thank you all.